This is how you play Doctor Strange from a player who's solo queued from the bottom of eternity to one above all with a 76% win rate. Just to go over some quick things, when you are at 100 charge, you can actually hold it for 3 seconds, or when this middle eye goes crazy like this, otherwise you will get anti-heal. What you might not know is that if you have 100 charge with Gamma, you will not get the anti-heal debuff at the end of the charge, like this. Another thing you might not know is that your E range without Gamma is about 7 meters, like this. And with Gamma, it's about 9 meters, like this. Another tip with Strange is that you can one-shot every single support ultimate except for Luna's, which means you can one-shot Cloak out of her ult, Invis, and Mantis. If you are struggling to one-shot supports out of their ult, it's probably because you're not aware of the damage fall-off with his E. Up close, it does this much damage, and far away, it does about this much damage. This means that when you ult, you want to use 100 charge E explosion in between the two bodies to do the most amount of damage to the real body and the fake body to one-shot support ultimates, even if they're in their ult. Another useful fact is that your primary fire plus melee will give you 27.5 charge. This is useful because before you ult, you always want to be around 75 to 80 charge so that whenever you ult, you do your combo and then you can just burst anyone down with 100 charge really quickly. The reason you want to be 75 to 80% charge whenever you ult is because you cannot rely on teammates to finish your kills. To carry your games, you need to do it yourself and do most of the damage yourself as fast as possible before the enemy peels for those stunned characters. Before you ult, you should wait for the enemy mag to bubble so that when you do ult, the person that you want to one-shot does not get bubbled. Alright, let's talk about cycling your abilities in a brawl. So in a brawl, you're usually shoot melee, and then you're at 100 charge, and then you explode. On your second cycle, you want to be shoot shielding, shoot and shield, shoot and shield. This is because on the second cycle, you do not want to get your charge too quickly when your E is on cooldown. It can really mess you over and give you anti-heal sometimes. Another tip is that you should use your TPs as walls. So imagine the enemies are down here and I'm TPing to the high ground. Face away from the enemy so that when you TP, you can use the TP as natural cover like this. And whenever you need healing, you can just jump through the portal and then just jump to your spawn, jump back out, and shoot like this. This doesn't have to be high ground as well. It could be on the car where you block off a side of the car and it's like a big wall next to the convoy of the car. I'm new to streaming, so if you want more guides or content like this, drop a follow on TikTok and my Twitch at v_silent with 2 T's, because I'll be streaming every Wednesday and Friday at 4 PM UTC and Sundays at 2 PM UTC, trying to get my second account to one above all.